second grade. Today we're going to do a little bit of review on the types of lines that we've learned so far this year. So we know that a vertical line goes from top to bottom, a horizontal line goes from left to right, and an oblique line or a diagonal line goes from top to bottom slanted like that, or from bottom to top like that. And we've also talked about different sets of lines. So we talked about parallel lines, and parallel lines are two lines that never cross each other, kind of like the L's in parallel. So we can think about train tracks that run beside each other, they never ever cross. We've already talked about that type of line. Our new types of lines that we're going to be talking about are intersecting and perpendicular. So first we're going to talk about intersecting. Intersecting means two lines that do cross. And they can cross at any point, at any angle. So this is intersecting lines. The part where they meet is the intersection. This is intersecting lines. This is intersecting lines. So any two lines that cross each other. Perpendicular lines are a type of intersecting line, and they are two lines that cross each other and form a right angle. So if you guys remember working on right angles, we worked on right angles when we talked about different shapes, and it's when the corner of where the two lines meet makes a perfect square, and we draw that little square in the corner. So squares have right angles in the corners. Rectangles have right angles in the corners, and we can even have a triangle with a right angle in the corner. So all of these lines that meet each other at a right angle are perpendicular lines. So right here and right here, that's our perpendicular line. Perpendicular lines don't have to be on a shape though. We might see something that looks like a plus sign. And here, where the two lines cross, we can make that perfect square in the corner, so that makes it perpendicular lines. We also might see something like a times symbol, and even though it's rotated a little bit and it's slanted, we can still look at it and find that perfect square in the corner, so it's still perpendicular. We also might have an example that looks like a T. So even though it doesn't show the line crossing over it, they're touching, so it still counts as intersecting. And since we can draw that little square and it's a perfect square, it's perpendicular. So that is what perpendicular lines are, two lines that meet or cross each other and have a 90-degree angle or a right angle. And you'll see some examples of those on your math papers this week, and that's it.